Alright, how do you welcome all to the Shadow Demon Voidcast? I'm your host, Shadow Demon. Today we're going to be continuing my playthrough of Battletech with the BTA mod installed. Currently, we're helping the Terran Hegemony attack the Capellans, and I figure we've got probably 2 missions left for them, so we'll just wait a couple of days and see what the next mission is. Yeah, we've raised our standing with them quite a bit. So we could ally with them if I wanted to. Defend base. Yeah, we can do that. And we're gonna split it down the middle. Just because the Capellans really haven't been giving me much good loot. We'll leave the fire starter behind. And let's see. Got Karambit, so I can bring him on the blackjack. He's the artillery specialist, and we're running a sniper cannon here. Okay, so I've got just an energy support and another energy weapon specialists. Yeah, we'll bring him. I think Tractor's doing good with Folger. Yeah. Since Tractor's got 10 across the board, we're going to bring him. Can I fit... Yes, I can fit that. We're going to bring Cyanide in, almost 730 tons. And we're going to add some battle armor to the fire starter, just to give a little bit of extra ablative armor. Alright. And as a tradition, while we let this load, fire up paint cam and try and finish off a model today. So it's a little hard to see, but I just did some neon green for the cockpit. me a sec to finish closing up, and I will begin this mission. Alright, let's do this defend base.
Command interface initiated.
Commander?
Alright. So we got an Orion and an Archer that I can see right away. And then a 190-ton mech down here in the water. I got my allied forces coming in here from there. That's all I can see. So we're going to jump my fire starter this way. I'm mostly just trying to get some evasion on people. Don't think I hit that.
That didn't hit?
Yeah, it was real low hit chance, but it's a laser, so I didn't mind firing it.
Waiting on you, Commander.
3 evasion. That's only 2 evasion, so yeah. We're going to jump this way. I want to get him to some high ground because the sniper cannon's got huge range. It ain't worth firing anything with it just yet.
How might I help? Certainly.
I figure I'm gonna have to eventually start hammering these guys. So I want to get some people up on the ridge here.
Yes, Commander. Up high.
Yeah, let's see if one of these might catch him off guard. Nope, both missed. But again, energy weapons, no ammo. Don't care about missed shots there.
Negative damage. Ready for orders. Understood. Moving fast.
I'm hoping to just sprint or jump him into range to start kicking at that Archer. Shut down any long-range missile fire from there.
Yes, Commander.
Going to...
On my way. Double time.
try and keep my LRM carrier towards the back. You know what? Let's see if we can maybe chip his armor a little bit. A few little hits here and there. Still don't know what that is.
Got something you want done? Up high.
Gonna save my ammo on him. Yeah, they fired that AC-10 at me. Didn't hit Didn't look like they did a whole lot of damage. The Orion does have ace pilot. They probably all have ace pilot.
Confirmed.
So we're gonna bring the plasma cannon and Gauss rifle here.
This is everything I got.
No, I got him with the plasma, but missed with the important stuff. Or the Gauss rifle, which is the important thing. Let's see. Archer also goes for my Blackhawk. He's got lots of missiles and he went to a high spot.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, I'm going to take a risk, run over the rough terrain. And let's see what my piercing ammo on the AC2s can do to this guy. Get lucky I can get a through armor crit and blow him up.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, we gotta... Actually, you know what? Since he can't move, we're just going to shoot.
Engaging target.
Ah, I missed both.
Yeah. No shooting, just running. Got it.
Sprint up. I'm avoiding line of sight from those guys down in the valley. Yeah, long range, okay. Well, we're gonna take some shots.
Ready for orders.
No, wait, no, I just want them to hold their position.
They will be done. Lifting high.
Yeah, just continue to jump and shoot. That's my best hit chance. Got him. Starting to melt his armor.
What can I do for you? Taking the high road.
Alright. Yeah, we're going to put that sniper cannon in there. Not going to fire the lasers because they don't have a great hit chance and would just add a ton of heat. There we go. He felt that one.
Receiving you. Oh yeah. Move up.
Alright, I want to hit this Orion with the ERPPC, try and prevent that AC-10 from being accurate. Got one. Messes with his accuracy a little.
As you wish.
lot of fire into that archer. I've unsettled him.
Ready for orders. Heading out. Full speed.
This is where I want him. Yeah. Lots of fire coming out of him. Sadly, no cockpit hits.
I copy.
Let's give him another 60 missiles. There we go. He had case, which contained it, sadly. So I didn't drop it, but I did take out some of his ammo. Allies in place. So our turrets will activate and they will start attacking things. So we have a Domede and didn't see what the other guy was. Give me a sec. A Magellan? Oh, no, a Mauler.
I got it. Don't think, don't shoot, just run.
Let's see if we can finish off. Got him with the Gauss, but nothing else. Made him unsteady, but he's just gonna step back and unload on my Sunder.
Oh, my armor's melting off. What's up, boss? Run.
Just need to crack him again, which we did. Down goes the archer. I'm kind of hoping my allied vehicles go for those, the Mauler and the Domede. Because if they can distract those while I deal with this guy, it'd be best. Crap, the Orion's in melee. It hit. This is gonna hurt. AC-10 missed. But I should be able to get alongside him and kick him.
Orders. Aye, aye.
Alright, let's hopefully soften him up a bit.
Target.
Broke two of his actuators. Probably in the arm. And I think they sensor locked him. Yeah. That Mauler's gonna maul me. Taking that kick and losing the evasion hurts.
Taking some heavy damage. Yeah.
Alright, I should be able to finish him off. I'm going to bring my Sunder over this way and start hitting some of these guys. Got 70 missiles coming from him, so it's worthwhile. There we go. 92% chance to hit. Opened him up and made him unsteady. Come on, turrets. Take something out. Alright, they're putting a minefield down around him. There we go. Ammo explosion taking out the right torso. And that got a knockdown as well. Excellent. Pilot is out.
Hot damn. Let's do this. Good to go.
That's what I like to see.
Confirm. Holding. Yes, Commander. Acknowledge.
We're going to get into his back and unload with the flamers. Get that little bit of extra accuracy and damage from Battlelord.
I hear ya.
I'm going to go Battlelord here. Switch over to high explosive and just try and shoot him in the back with a high explosive sniper cannon round. There we go. Gave him a bit of splash, but I also got my guy.
Report major armor loss. Waiting for orders. Yes, Commander.
Yeah, we're going for a kick here. Down he goes. Engine destroyed. Excellent. Alright, so I just got the 90 and 100 tonner to go.
Standing by.
What's my hit chance? Or no, just a Mauler left. That's a decent hit chance. We're going to go intensify firepower. And unload.
Yes, boss. Got it.
Get my evasion up a bit.
Copy that.
I opened him up. I think it's probably in the leg.
Yes, Commander.
We're going to take a bit of a risk, walk over the rough terrain, and drop everything into this guy.
Right here. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alright. Since I can't get her into range to see the Mauler that's left, we're going to sensor lock.
Locked on. Come to mama.
Receiving you.
And walk my Thanos into position. Kind of hoping to hit the leg. Couple of good hits on that leg and he's down.
Let's hit.
Yep. Leg down. He's in bleed out, but it's going to be a little bit.
Yes, Commander.
But now we should be able to target the head.
Engaging.
Yeah, I took out the torso. I also hit the head. So I gave him another injury. And we got an ammo explosion on him. Excellent. Allied turret took him out. At the end of this turn, enemies will spawn, so we're going to careful maneuver out of the building. And brace.
Standing by.
I suspect they're going to come in either over here on the mountainside or directly behind the base. Start turning my people around. Just gotta let the enemy spawn in. Alright. So I got 4 there. Yep, just these 4 over here. We got another Domede. 2 of them. A Atlas AS7 and a Banshee.
Receiving you. Confirmed. Holding. Commander? Roger that.
Alright. I'm going to try and sprint my people into different positions to avoid direct line of sight on them.
What can I do for you?
There's no way I'm going to hit them. Hoping they target my ally vehicles since they're the closest. Or the buildings, because the buildings will be able to survive a couple of hits. Excellent. I think that was the Banshee firing. So at least I have one potential target. Or did another enemy appear? Oh no, there is a second group. Where are they? Aha. So we have a charger that has entered the field. From behind. Okay. That's where I thought they were going to come from.
I'm ready. On my way. Double time.
We're going to activate shielded stance here and brace. Got 8 enemies to deal with. going for my allied vehicles, which is fine.
How's it going? Roger that.
I want to try avoiding direct line of sight to the group that hasn't moved at all. Start bringing some people back to deal with this group that is moving. Hey, they did some damage there with that back attack.
Receiving you.
Yeah, we're gonna stick to keeping the carrier out of direct line of sight if I can. Yeah, 80-ton mech there. Start peppering the charger with missile fire.
Awaiting orders. Full speed ahead.
Yeah, I'll check my hit chances on that charger, but I don't think I'm gonna fire. Actually, with precision strike, I'm into the 90s. So we'll lob 20 missiles at him. Again, they fired at a vehicle, which is fine.
Ready for orders. Going full throttle.
Yeah, we're going to... Okay, they brought a grasshopper up. Yeah, I'm going to continue to shoot at the charger, since I've shaved a good chunk of its armor off already. We got him open. Allied turret is peppering the Atlas. Despite its 8 evasion, here we go. First Domede is moving and firing at the vehicle right in front of it.
Commander. Hauling ass.
My Marauder can take a few hits. Does this let me... Yeah, no, we're gonna go Battlelord here instead. Yeah, we're gonna target him.
Locking on and firing it all.
Got him with the plasma and some other little shots. Another turret firing at... Ooh, firing acid ammo at the grasshopper.
Standing by.
I'll probably have my Rhino take the shot at that guy.
Full speed, no target.
Howdy, microwavable grips. Welcome to the stream. The goggles, they do nothing. Yeah. Alright, let's put some AP rounds into the Domede. See if we get lucky. And no lucky through armor crits. Now then, since they were kind enough to cover the grasshopper in acid, let's put a really damaging thunderbolt into it. And we've torn half the side off.
What do you need?
Every one of those acid procs adds 1% damage, and then I added another like 30 from intensive firepower on a 100 damage weapon. So, it took quite a bit of damage to that side torso or arm. And let's see if the missile spam can do some damage to this guy. Alright. Third mech has shown up. Atlas is stomping forwards. Yeah, that turret's probably gonna get annihilated. No. Turret held out. Yeah, he turned around and fired at the vehicle that shot him in the back. Firing at my Sunderer, but don't think they managed to hit anything.
Minimal damage.
So Banshee is ace pilot. Alright.
Yes, you are.
A pillager is what walked into view.
Good to go. Roger that. Digging in. Orders?
Yeah, we're going to sprint this way with the fire starter, because this group of 4 is definitely weaker than the other team. Ally shot the drumhead that I had weakened in the back. Nope. We're going to get 5 evasions, sprint over this way, and probably shoot the grasshopper because it's going to be the easiest. Yeah, I got a 74% chance. That makes it a 96.
Tell me what to shoot.
I broke a heat sink with that and knocked it over. He's been resisting the injuries quite well.
Going full throttle.
Same plan. Sprint over this way with my Blackhawk. Go Vigilance. I'm hoping this group of 4 is distracted by these vehicles. Five is this 80-tonner. Didn't catch what it was. Hey, they're hitting my allied APC, which is fine. They aren't scratching my mechs, I don't care.
Aye, aye.
I'm going to ignore the grasshopper and try and take out that side torso on the Charger. Well, I got 2 engine crits out of that on the Charger. One more and it's down.
Commander.
Don't think I need to really worry about them.
Understood. Moving fast.
So I've already got the Grasshopper down, and I've got the Grasshopper on its back, and I've nearly got the Charger down. Go Battle Lord for the extra damage, a little bit more accuracy. 2 hits. And I've opened him up in the front. Hey, they hit him in the head. My ally's doing something good, at least.
Moving lightning fast.
Plan is to just keep the pressure up on these guys over here. Give him another 20. Hopefully I can get an engine crit and take him out. Bounced one off his cockpit, but he resisted the injury. And he just moved forward slightly. Move up, try to get an unobstructed line of sight on something. Don't care about those. Yeah, let's put a round into this guy. Excellent. Hit him with the Gauss and the plasma rifle. And Turt took out the Grasshopper for me. And splashed this guy with a little bit of acid.
Standing by. Copy that.
Yeah, we're going for that Charger. Low hit chance, but I'm going to just try for it.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Good to go. Affirmative.
Just gonna push up slightly and we're gonna hook some AP rounds at them. I'm gonna do it at this Atlas because the arm that's facing me is weakened.
Taking the shot.
And he's got a lot of missiles. Yep, throw him a crit ammo explosion. Bye-bye, Atlas. And this is why AC2 piercing is amazing. Alright, we have stressed out the Charger pilot.
Commander.
Yeah, it's a little too risky. don't have great hit chance because of the obstructed line of sight and the spore cloud. But at least he'll start getting me into a better position. I can offset it slightly with precision strike. Still got a 90% hit chance. Got his MML 7. And a sprayer at least.
What do you need? All right, full speed.
Bring the Rhino up. Yeah, let's hit this Pillager with dual AC-20s. With Thermobolt 20s. Knocked him right open. They fired at the turret and didn't hit anything. Or they did minimal damage. I'm just going to indirect fire spam this whole group. Yeah, they're going hard for those allied vehicles. Even trying to stomp on them.
Commander? Roger. Venting heat.
My fire starter might not actually get into position to do anything. At least I'll be able to shoot him with a large laser.
Once more under
Just almost guarantee the hit. And I only opened up his arm. But I did just melt off another chunk of his armor.
waiting for orders.
Continue to sprint my Blackhawk in. Here's another one that might not do anything because no indirect fire. But what I can do is strip the evasion from that charger. That way my indirect fire will do something.
Waiting on you, Commander.
$74. That's 79. We're gonna take a risk and try and eliminate the charger. Well, I got his arm.
Want some more? Huh?
And got him panicking. And he's got no armor on the front at this point. But he continues to push forwards. Brave charger pilot.
Good to go. On my way.
Alright, let's see if we can take a side torso here.
Firing a full salvo.
Yes, we got his arm. And it looks like his side torso as well.
I hit something good.
And he ejects. Excellent. So it's half the people on this side down. I still got 3 more over here. That charger's basically dead. Oh, it's 2 chargers. Excellent. firing at the medium military building, but it should hold up. I even shot down some of the missiles.
Confirmed.
Nope, that's my best hit chance. So let's see if we can get an engine crit and finish off this charger. Yep, engine destroyed.
Okay, everybody. Let's hit him where it hurts.
Alright, so I got 4 enemies left.
What's up, boss? Acknowledged.
Yeah, let's see what we can do to this guy. Try and take down the pillager. I've crit his gyro, which means his center torso is open.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, we're gonna go like this and just go for the indirect fire.
Affirmative.
Another 50 missiles.
Hell yeah.
Down he goes.
One left target.
Yeah, I detonated the ammo that he was carrying in his center torso. Rivet gun, so probably an arm open there. Yep. Got him with the chaos, missed with the plasma. Popped a couple rounds into him with the AC-2. So I just got a full health charger and then 2 weakened enemies over here.
Ready for orders. Aye, aye.
All I need is another lucky through armor crit.
Hell yes. Solid
I
connection.
like took his right arm out. One big hit from a turret.
Coordinates.
Roll up with the rhino. We're gonna precision shot this.
All weapons. Fire.
And chargers open and unsteady. Let's see if a little bit of missile spam from my Sunder can finish it off. It's only open in the leg and the side torso, so probably not. Yep, nope, I got the engine. Cool. Yeah, it's running in XL, so taking out that torso is what did it in. They are struggling with my allied vehicles. They caught me with 2 PPCs.
Taking it hard out here, Commander.
Let's go.
No worries. I've got more than enough firepower to deal with them.
Holding here. Standing by. Up high. What can I do for you? Pedal to the metal.
He might not be able to do anything else. I'll try jumping him up on the rock there to see if he can see something. But not likely.
Waiting for orders. Haul it.
Alright.
All weapons are good.
Let's try and shave off some more of his armor. And I broke through and hit the MML-7. They're having a real bad time.
Receiving you. On my way.
Yeah, we're just gonna walk a little bit, hopefully stabilize.
Giving them
And side torso down.
inflicted some.
Pilot punches out. Excellent. I got 1 enemy left. It's got most of its health, but I got a lot of stuff that still can shoot at it.
Yes, Commander.
It would be better if I could get it in the back, because that's where my ally's done the most damage. But oh well. Yeah. Start slowly chipping away its armor.
Commander.
Get as close as possible and continue to shoot.
Firing.
Lots of little hits.
Yes, Commander. Let's move.
Yeah, just slowly sanding through his front armor.
I'm listening.
We're gonna sprint there, activate Battle Lord, and hopefully catch him with a Gauss. Punch a hole in something.
Here goes everything.
There we go. Broke one of his SRM6s. almost have him knocked down.
Receiving you. Roger.
My Sunderer missile spam should put him on the ground this turn. We're gonna improve our accuracy as much as possible. Alright, we got an ammo explosion to finish him off. That should be the mission. There we go. Gotta love it when you hit the enemy armor. And pop through and blow them up. I need to see if I can find some other piercing ammo for something. Get some more of that on the field. Because those lucky throw-'emmer crits are amazing. Alright, I could take enough parts to get a charger. Those are interesting, but I don't think worthwhile. I think I'll take this part of a mauler and the part of the archer so I can build the archer. And I'm going to snag this part of an atlas so I can build and just strip the atlas for its parts. Because I'm not really interested in anything else here. Alright, let's see what else I get. Lots of mech parts. Another AC-20, the MML-7s. I'm not going to use the sprayers at all. And I don't have a rivet gun, so I'm not going to keep the ammo for it. Alright. I got a couple of mechs I can build and strip the parts out of. It's honestly not anything I really want, but at least the mechs will be worth some scrap. Alright, mech bay.
That mech you wanted is back online. That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Alright. Made 2.7 off of the Atlas. And an additional 1.9 off of the Archer. Excellent. None of my guys have little warning markers over them, so they're all good. So we'll wait a couple days. Alright, mercenary broadcast.
Hey, boss. We've just completed those upgrades.
Alright, engineering. That's 2.7. That's 600,000. Should at some point get the mech bay. Yeah, the second set of mech bays. But we're gonna spend the 600,000 and get slot 6 for Lance B,
All right, I'll get the team on it right away.
giving me an extra 50 tons of drop capacity. Alright. And one more day till the next mission. It's battle. Let's go for it. Urban environment, 1.1 mil. Um. hmm. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna drop with this same group. They did pretty well. Hopefully, I can cut the enemy's line of fire off. So if there are a lot of enemies, I don't get too much damage. But let's return to painting. Sec to close up the jars. All right. Start this mission up.
Command interface initiated.
Okay.
I'm expecting them to have at least one reinforcement lance. Probably two.
As you wish.
Yeah, we're going to loop around this way. Actually.
Acknowledge.
We're also going to do a little bit of jumping. Yeah, this gets me some nice height advantage. I don't see anything.
Coordinates received.
Affirmative.
On it.
Huh. I am a little surprised I haven't detected, like, a reinforcement lance or anything.
On my way.
Probably gonna end up over in this area. Oh, they just dropped the building.
Reporting.
Where did all of... They can apparently see me, but I can't see them. Oh, wait, there's... What? Excuse me? There's apparently two mechs beneath the ground.
Standing by.
The hell? How do I...
Ready for orders. Understood. Moving fast.
Yeah, that's bizarre. I don't know how to deal with that glitch. I can't see them, but apparently they can see me.
I leap. I soar.
Kind of hoping if I break line of sight to this area, they will appear out of the ground.
Yes, Commander. As you wish.
How's it going?
Yeah, we're just going to move and stabilize. I will stay off of the buildings while they're underground.
On the way. Double time.
Orders? Let's move. Ready for orders. I copy.
Yeah.
All right.
Waiting for orders. Got it. No shooting, just running.
I have no idea what to do about this guy underground.
Copy that. Yes, Commander. No shooting, just running. Got it.
Okay. So the victor has now spawned from underneath the building. We can turn around and deal with him.
Ready for orders. Waiting for orders.
All right. Try and get maximum stuff to hit. Gave him a good chunk of heat.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I'm not going to use my sniper artillery cannon on him, because my fire starter is way too close. I've got a 60-ton vehicle there and an 80-ton mech to deal with.
Commander.
Going to wait to move Stoic.
Yes, Commander.
We're gonna have you go in and kick this guy.
Roger.
Since he got 2 cheap shots on my Verfolger, let's kick him. For it. And I think I opened him up in the front. Nope, just eliminated him.
Reporting. Yes, Commander.
Orders? Roger that.
65 and 60. And apparently that guy wasn't part of either of the lances.
Receiving you.
Something's going weird.
Commander. Affirmative.
Give me a sec to deal with a bot. Okay. And manager's not working on the phone. We're just going to deny that.
Right here.
Alright. Continuing on. You know what? Nope, nothing is in view. Yeah, there's also a guy over here. Another 80 ton. That's a quad mech, though. Okay.
Yes, Commander. Roger.
At least it gives me line of sight on the vehicle. Probably not going to shoot it. Yeah, it's a partisan LRM tank. Actually. Screw it. I might get through armor. Nope, dealt some damage.
Yep. Confirmed.
At the very least, next turn, I'll be able to drop some LRM fire on it and any other indirect fire stuff that I got.
Heads up, Commander. We've got hostile contacts inbound.
Okay, so there's reinforcement lance as well. That's what I thought. What I'm betting is there's another...
All right.
There's still even more. And that's where the Verfolger was. Just the game hasn't caught up yet.
Engaging target.
There we go. Rip the partisan tank right open.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Look, a charger. Killed 2 of them last time. Or last mission. Got something else coming in over the water. That's a lot of spread and hitting just the buildings. What were you? You're an 80-ton vehicle. That's a tempting target with how close they are. Yeah, some of my indirect fire guys should be able to take out this LRM partisan. Some more rather inaccurate fire, but not quite as inaccurate as that other vehicle.
Mech warriors, show them what you got.
Taking a protective stance.
Yes, Commander.
I'm going to try and sneak the fire starter into the back of the enemy line, because that's where he'll be the most useful and safest. At least we shot down half those missiles. Or almost half those missiles. There we go.
Affirmative.
We're gonna go Battle Lord here. Try and hit this charger with an Inferno shell. There we go. Give him a good chunk of heat. It's not gonna matter because I don't think he really has anything worthwhile ranged-wise.
Good to go.
Yeah, I got a couple more vehicles, and I think 2 more mechs at least. That's not good. They sensor locked my blackjack. Yeah, 75-ton mech and a 65-ton mech.
You have orders?
I'm going to use the LRMs on my catapult to try and take out that partisan tank. Yeah, I just need to catch that side torso with a couple of them. Down it goes.
Hostile removed.
Blew it up so bad it's not salvageable.
I live to serve.
Confirmed.
I got basically the same plan with my Blackhawk. Move along this side here, and then jump down in their back line. We're gonna get their charger with a sensor lock.
I've got a sensor lock.
Make them a slightly easier target.
Yes, Commander. Got it.
And dump as many LRMs into them as I can.
Receiving you.
I copy.
Risky only getting the one, but it reveals a stalker and... should be fine. See if we can finish this guy off. At least open him up.
Yeah?
Actually, I want to move my Corsair first.
Aye, aye.
It's Goliath. Not worth shooting, but we're going to sensor lock the Stalker. Mess with his accuracy a little.
I'm listening.
Then... there we go. We can bring my Marauder in. And hopefully hit the Charger. No, it's the Goliath that's in view. Up the damage a little. And the accuracy. There we go. Everything hit despite the hit chances. And we have a 90-ton mech back there.
Light damage, Commander.
Receiving you. Double time. Let's go.
Gonna roll up with the Rhino. Just poke out a little bit. And try and drop 2 Thunderbolt 20s on the Charger. Excellent. I've opened him up. It's probably also a Charger coming in. And they hit the Scorpion tank, or the Rhino support tank.
Aye, aye.
That's unobstructed line of sight to the Stalker, so we'll put 70 missiles into him, hopefully. It's low hit chance. Yeah, I'm gonna save my ammo. And just sensor lock him again, mess with his accuracy some more. It didn't move very far. Yeah, my Thanos is going to take a beating because I only moved him for 1 evasion. Ooh, we have an awesome as well. Whatever that vehicle is, it's got some heavy accuracy penalties.
Systems holding.
It just, the whole area got hit. I am curious as to what that thing is. It's not very good, whatever it is. Another 100-tonner back there. Alright, my Blackjack's doing fine.
Minor damage, Commander. Nothing to see here.
Get everything you got.
Good to go. Holding here. Standing by.
on. Let's go.
Yeah, it's a decent hit chance. I hit him. Just melted his armor a little.
I hear ya.
This is risky, but I'm gonna jump to there. Go stone cold. And hopefully hit this charger and take that side torso. Nope, missed everything. Or caught him with some splash, that's it. Luckily, they seem to not like my Corsair. More if my enemies were grouped up around that, I'd shoot it. Alright, let's see if my Verfolger can take out that charger. We're gonna go Battle Lord, get that extra bit of accuracy. Yeah, at least I got 2 good hits with the PPCs.
I've been sensor locked.
Yep.
How might I help? Roger. Full speed.
I gotta watch my heat on the Verfolger now. Try and focus down the charger. Alright, his AC-20's out, and I think an SRM-6 also got knocked out.
I await your command. I'll race ya.
Alright. Sprint a little closer to position. And start scratching up the paint on the Stalker.
What's up, boss? No shooting, just running.
Hopefully take something out on that charger. His left arm is down.
Let's get this done.
Ammo explosion. Excellent.
One less target.
Waiting for orders. Roger.
We're just gonna jump down to there. And go for the Goliath, because that's been weakened the most.
Commander.
Just gonna keep the pressure up on it. There we go, we've opened it up.
Commander.
Now we can sprint slapdash in over here. Still have height advantage. Awesome, Atlas, and Striker. Machine gun Rhino. Don't matter. Yeah, we're gonna put some more rounds into this Stalker and hope for a through armor crit. Nope. Just lots of little damage to him.
They've got a lock on me.
They have stripped the evasion off of my blackjack.
On my way.
We're gonna walk a little closer with the Sunder. And put some rounds into that guy. Just start weakening the tank up. I'm willing to bet that Atlas and the Awesome are going to fire at my blackjack. Same thing with the Striker and all of these guys back here. Oh no, they went for the Corsair.
Ready for orders.
Let's see if we can strip a side torso. Right torso down. He resisted the injury, but that weakens him a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump my blackjack. Probably back up to this area. Get him out of line of sight if he survives. Both my Marauder and my Sunderer got hit with that. But at least it's not the blackjack this time.
I hate these guys.
Awesome just stood in place and turned slightly. Odd move.
I'm showing minor damage.
Rhino S. Sigh. Huh. I'm not familiar with whatever that is. It's a Rhino like this guy. Really similar. Showing me the other side with their Goliath. Atlas going for the Sunderer and catching the Marauder a little. A lot, actually. Smart move on their part.
Hanging in there. What say we take it to him?
How's it going? Stabilizing and bracing. I'm here. Let's move.
The Awesome probably just turned in place and didn't really do anything because it probably was overheated. Yeah, we're gonna go for this Rhino. The Flamers will melt through its armor a little more. I don't think they hit. Lots of LRM fire on my Rhino.
Commander? Roger.
And we're going to jump into the back of the Atlas. And unload. I opened it up in the back. I don't mind LRM fire going for the Rhino because they're not very accurate with it.
Good to go. Going full throttle.
Yeah, let's pump some more rounds into the Goliath. It's showing me its strong side. So I'm not likely to do a whole lot.
Hell yes.
I got some stuff, actually. Couple ammo explosions. He's panic level critical from perfectly fine to critical.
Moving out.
I'm just gonna walk forward tiny bit. Try and finish him off. Excellent.
Mech destroyed. Awaiting orders. Here we go.
Jump down with the Royal Catapult. And go for the Stalker. They're starting to really shred that Rhino's armor.
Commander?
I'm gonna sprint over this way and then probably try and jump the buildings and go for the Rhino that's in the water with this guy.
Aye, aye. Roger.
We're gonna precision strike here. Get that extra bit of accuracy and drop his initiative. And another ammo explosion taking him out. Almost got the primary lance eliminated. Spread my Marauder out up this way. Fire at the Rhino.
All right.
Excellent. Yeah, I think everything hit there.
Good to go. Let's move.
You know what? We're gonna drop a precision strike on him as well. There's still a couple of mechs I haven't gotten to come out yet.
Good to go.
My armor is actually doing pretty decent.
Acknowledged.
We're gonna hopefully show them just the front. Let's see if we can maybe knock this guy over. Or put a hole in him. Nope, just made him unsteady. Crap. Awesome came in for a melee.
A tickled.
I'm here. Acknowledged.
Well, since this guy is unsteady, let's unload on him with all the missiles I've got. Hope for the best. Opened him up. Just broke an ERPPC.
Targets.
But hey, I got a knockdown. Injure the pilot too, please. Nah, he resisted the injury. I was a little quick on jumping down there to deal with him. That Atlas is probably going to turn around and target my Blackhawk and take something out. No, he's going for the Corsair. Alright. Let's see what the Striker does. Also goes for the Corsair after standing up. I have to walk with my Corsair at this point to knock out some of that stability.
Let's go. Receiving you. Roger that. Digging in. I'm receiving you. Firing jump jet.
Get in nice and close.
Hot damn. Let's
Battle Lord. Try and do something to this Atlas. There we go. We got him nice and toasty. It's an Orion. Putting LRMs into my Blackhawk. I'm hoping I can turn around and just kick this guy. In the back would be preferable.
good to go.
Kinda hoping to also splash the Atlas if I miss with some heat, but I got him. Just the Striker. Ostwar, alright.
Reporting major armor loss. Standing by.
Before I do that, we're going to activate shield stance.
It's on now.
And just go for the kick attack here.
Position confirmed.
Well, I got his head and injured him. Didn't really do a whole lot. Let's see if we can maybe take his leg out.
Ah, damn.
Nope, we got an ammo explosion. That's even better.
Standing by. Jumping.
Alright. Yeah, we're gonna go for the Atlas. 2 good hits.
What's the plan? Full speed ahead.
Sprint in. Let's see if we can do some damage to the Awesome.
Yes, Commander. Copy that.
I'm gonna keep trying to put some pressure on that Awesome. Maybe try and get him to get out of this area and save my Blackhawk a little.
Copy.
Hoping for a big hit here. Excellent. I've opened him up.
Standing by.
Yeah, I don't think... Ooh.
Aye, aye.
Read that. Yeah, we're gonna go Precision Strike just so everything is the best hit chance possible.
Firing on target.
Broke his LRM-15. He ejected. Excellent. That protects my Blackhawk somewhat.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's make the Atlas worry a little bit. He's unsteady, and I broke his LRM-10.
Heavy damage. Receiving you.
Yeah, we're gonna stand and shoot this. Just trying to get an ammo explosion and finish off the Atlas before it goes.
God damn.
Nope. Got the knockdown, though. He resisted all the injuries, so he's gonna stand back up, but he should be short some weapons. And he missed whatever he shot at my Rhino. Cooled off substantially, though.
Let's hit him where it hurts.
Brace the ablative armor.
I'm ready.
Yeah, we're just going to come in here and kick. I took out his other arm and side torso. So I still have 4 enemies with decent hit points. Or armor and structure. To go. Plus this mostly destroyed Atlas.
I'm receiving you.
Yeah, we're just gonna jump to there. And fire some machine guns at the Ostwar. I also hit the other guy a little.
Waiting for orders. Right, Commander.
Push up a little. I'm going to turn off one of the ER medium lasers so I start to cool off. And put, hopefully, the sniper cannon round into that Orion. There we go. He's starting to get hot.
Waiting for orders. All right, let's see what this thing can.
Just gotta keep pushing up and putting on the pressure. Excellent. 2 good hits and I'm opened him up. Can I land? Nope. No, actually I can jump there. Almost get him in optimal line of sight. Or optimal range. Let's start doing some damage to this guy.
Waiting for orders. Roger.
Let's finish off this Atlas with the LRMs. And it's been destroyed.
That's a kill.
Alright.
Standing by. Position confirmed.
Let's see what I can do to this this Orion.
Let's hit 'em hard.
Orion down. So I got 3 enemies left.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Hey, I got him with the Gauss. That was a head hit, too. Excellent.
Ready for orders.
So head hit with an AC-2. So didn't do a lot of damage.
Location confirmed.
But it's going to make him think twice. about just standing in the corner there. Broke the SRM-6 on this guy. Yeah, Cyclops comes around.
I've been sensor locked.
Yeah, all right.
Waiting for orders. Position confirmed.
Try and finish this guy off. Or severely weaken him, most likely. Almost got through that side armor, probably.
Aye, aye. All right, full speed.
We'll see if anything is in range of this Sunderer next turn. I may have to run him down and around, which will basically take him out of the fight.
Waiting for orders. Confirm. Holding. They will be done.
This is risky, showing the back of my fire starter to this Cyclops and that Rhino. But I want to do as much as I can to this Oswar. I've opened him up.
Commander? Got it.
I'm going to precision strike the Cyclops. Everything I've got.
Commencing Alpha strike.
Excellent. Some more damage to the Corsair. It's pretty light.
Yes, boss?
Affirmative.
This is the real risky move. So that Rhino could shoot me in the back with a pretty nasty hit.
Roger that.
There we go.
You have orders? Confirmed.
Get that height advantage at least. And go for him. I'll put a precision strike on him as well. So that pushes him back in initiative.
Engaging jump jet.
Alright. Get my Blackhawk in position to melee again. And we're going to target his head with all these machine guns. There we go. We knocked out the pilot by hitting it in the head.
Ready for orders.
We're not going to move anywhere. And just unload on this guy. With indirect fire. two of his small lasers and opened him up.
Commander.
Yeah, same plan. Stand and shoot.
Firing at him.
Well, I've opened him up.
Orders.
This gets me optimal range on the Cyclops.
Target acquired.
Deleted one of his medium lasers. That's it.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Orders.
Try and finish this guy off.
Hot damn. Let's do
Excellent. So I don't have to worry about a back shot from that rhino.
What do you need?
Just do as much damage as possible with this Thunderbolt barrage. No, I took out his right arm
Critical hit.
and knocked him down.
Ready for orders.
Yeah,
It's double time. Let's go.
my Sunder is probably out of this fight because I just got the one guy left. He stands up. And he fires at the Corsair.
Oh, you're gonna get some now. Yes, you are.
They're not going to do anything.
I'm here.
And we're going to go in for a kick attack.
Locked on for physical attack. Waiting for orders. Good to go.
Switched HE. And hopefully just hit him in the side. Not gonna fire the medium lasers. Lots of splash damage, little to my basically unarmored or undamaged fire starter. We're just going to stand here, precision shot.
Copy that.
This should finish him off. Nope, we resisted the injury and only stressed him out. Alright, catapult. I might take his leg and knock him to the ground.
Solid kid.
Either knock out the pilot or cause him to punch out. No.
Yes, Commander.
Well, we're just gonna walk up with the machine gun barrage and hopefully take out the cockpit.
Giving them everything I've got. Hot damn, we're gonna do this right.
Eh, we just broke the engine.
All removed.
Alright.
Mission successful.
Besides the one surprise mech attack, everything went alright. Made 1.5 mil off of that. And apparently the Draconis Combine and the Federated Suns also really appreciated what I did. Got a couple of mechs here that I have parts from. I don't know where this urban mech stuff came from. Ooh, I will take that exchanger. That is definitely going in the bin. I'll take that to finish that mech off, because I can always build it and scrap it. Yeah, it's Stalker. I will see if I can build something with that, but I don't know. I could use some more laser-focused mechs. And I think it has stealth. Yeah, I'll take the part of the awesome. Alright. I think that Stalker comes with stealth, so I may... Yeah, I could use that as a backline. I think I have some Thunderbolt 5s that I could stick in there. Trying to think what else I have in the way of missiles. Oh, I have those variable range missiles. I might use the variable range missile launchers that I've got with it. My people are ready for some upgrades. Alright. Mech Bay. Yeah, I can build the Stalker. That's it. Alright. We're gonna ready that up. It's running single heat sinks. Okay, if I have... Yeah, I got a double heat sink kit. This guy doesn't have any stealth, sadly. Lots of weapons. Where do I still... Oh. Alright. Strip out these SRMs, because I think I'd rather this guy be long range. Move the LRM ammo there. Actually. Strip those out as well. Stick a Guardian ECM in this thing. To start. And then... Definitely going to stick some laser insulators on these large lasers. I want to keep them active. Drop the medium lasers. That gives me 40 heat to work with. Yeah, put a VRM 18 there and here. And then I can do a 12 here. Yeah, that's 240, 36, 48 per turn, almost 50. Yeah, I should go 3 bins. You know what? I'm just going to go 4 to be safe. And I think, how many of these do I have? 2. So I'll go LRM fire controls on the 218s to give them a little bit better accuracy. Exo Clan solves that issue. Alright, now that's, I think, an internal. Heat bank would be 12. That'd be minus 10% weapons heat. Actually, yeah, the exchanger, I think, is the one I want. -2. And I still have a little over a ton. How much are these? They're 1 ton, 1 slot, so yeah. I'm going to spend the couple of days and the almost 3 mil out of my 16 mil to get this to here. And then see if I can find another LRM fire control just to get a little bit more accuracy to this. Actually. That really doesn't reduce it, so... Alright. We'll validate that. It's going to be a couple of days.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, 11 days. I got 11 days to find another one of those LRM fire controls, which would be maybe a day to slap in if I'm unlucky. APM-4? Alternative payload missile. Huh. Interesting. Two slots, 4 tons. I will snag up these laser insulators. AC-10 piercing ammo. That could go into a build for something. And I'm going to snag the bulk heat bank just in case I need it. Alright. Let's check the barracks. Let's see who needs upgrading.
Good to go. Orders?
Yeah.
Mech warrior training complete.
Orders? Ready for orders.
Training complete.
Get a few more points there.
Need something, Chief?
Training confirmed, Commander.
Aye, aye.
There we go. Hair helmets, 10 across the board. Second one of my pilots to reach that.
Training complete.
Waiting for orders.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Ready for orders. Commander?
Mech warrior training complete.
Alright.
Training complete.
Awaiting orders. Standing by.
Standing by.
Training confirmed, Commander.
What's up, boss?
There we go. Got another overwhelming firepower. On Stoic. Okay, you're maxed out too. Alright. There we go. Attack complete. Terror to Germany has taken control of Nanking. Let's see what I got as a reward. An AC-2, battle armor, drop beacon. Garbage. What I got as a reward is garbage. Alright. A favor to regret. Okay, I could do that. Nope, okay. It just hasn't updated, but I can access the store now. There's lots of vehicles and mechs available. Trying to stock up on ER flamers because I'm running low. Same thing goes for element or laser AMSs. Hey, there we go. Snag those. Do make use of the array, so whoops. Well, I f that up badly. We're just gonna reload to the post mission and undo that mistake. I don't need over 100 machine gun array fire controls. Oh. I'll have to rebuild the stalker. this time I'll wait a couple that day for everything to switch over and purchase the LRM fire controls. All right. Just gotta let it reload. Let it reload after I screwed up. There we go. Yeah. So we'll wait a little bit. Wait, what? Okay, first things first, go into the store. Everything switches over. I've got 3 of those. I do think I need AMS ammo. Grab the flamer. Oh, it changed up what's in the store. I really screwed up. Oh well. Yeah, we'll take the precision fire control. LWM. Lightweight model. Minus 10% walk distance. Minus 0.1 sprint multiplier. It reduces the weight of the mech by 25%. Or by 25% of 1/10 of the chassis weight.
511. Expected approach time 41.
Acknowledged. Approach time
Huh. You know what? I'll snag it just to see if it's worth having. And yeah, I lost the LRM fire controls because of that. Damn. Real quick, check to see if the black market might have them. Yeah, nope. Shoot. Oh well. Cool. Hot pursuit battle I could do, or leave a mark. Destroy base. Now, let me just quickly pop over here. Hit the Stalker, rebuild that. Okay, strip most of this stuff out again. Actually, no, I want to leave that in. Max the armor. Alright. Internals. Starters. We're gonna go... Yeah, since he's gonna hang in the back, we'll just throw a regular XL in. And double heatsink kit. Start off with that. I mean, he's really slow. And also... slap a couple laser insulators in. Then go VRM 18s and a 12. Plus the 4 tons of ammo I've got. Stick a Guardian ECM in him. In it. Huh, what else did I have? Oh, yeah. Can I stick that in there? I can. Excellent. That'll make these missiles super accurate even... And then they can basically double their damage. Or no, 50% more damage. So... I don't know if this... No, this doesn't take into account for that. So that easily covers an extra... almost 150 damage with all of those at their longest range. And they're all going to be super accurate due to the fire controls. That leaves me with half a ton, so that lightweight myomer is coming in handy. I should be able to stick a support there. Yeah, we'll just slip that in. Close enough. That's a bit cheaper.
On it.
I'll pull out, if I get another LRM fire control, I'll just pull out the small laser and reduce my armor a little bit. Yeah, there's nothing else here that I want. What are you going to replace? Got this new king crab with a Gauss rifle and the NPC particle cannon. I need to test out. Honestly, I think I'm going to rebuild my Sunder, because I don't need a missile guy again. And I should probably invest in Mech Bay too. Alright. Let's refit the Sunder. The MRMs weren't bad, but I can do better. With that supercharger, 5-6 movement speed on him. Okay, I had an exchanger for the heat. I gotta check the heat on that guy, on my stalker, but I might be fine. You know what? I have one bin of AC-10 piercing. No, that's precision. Damn. Got AC-5 piercing. That's 5 damage to the structure, and I have 6 of those. Ooh. How many AC-5s do I have? 14. And they're 8 tons apiece. So if I do a pair of AC-5s, that still leaves me with 13 tons. Then that's 15 rounds of fire with a single box. How is my heat efficiency? I got 78, 12 tons. You know what? I'm going to leave this laser AMS in place. Do I have... Yeah, we're putting autocannon fire controls on this guy. I only have one. Damn. Never mind. Definitely go for a precision because this got a recoil of 1. That negates it. So let's see if I can get 2 more weapons in here. Because this fire control gives +2 accuracy to them. I just have regular AC-2 ammo. I have Ultra AC-2 ammo. only have 1 ton of it. Do I have 2 of these? Yes, but I can't fit 2 of them. Nope, I need light AC2s. Let's go to lasers. I could definitely go. One in. Nah. Oops. Ah, damn, that's 5 tons. Yeah, we'll stick a dissolving medium pulse laser on that. And I got 5 tons left over. Medium binary laser for now. Last 3 tons. I'll definitely stick a magnification array on it, as that increases the range of everything. Yeah, we'll stick a Guardian ECM in it. I don't know if I can double up on the fire control, so I'm not gonna bother. Got 1.5 tons. You know what? I'll build this and then see if I can stick another laser AMS on it.
I'll get it in the schedule.
Yeah, no laser AMS. Yeah, I'm gonna pick that up. And the laser zoom array, just because those can be useful. Yeah, I'm gonna spend the 1.8 and pick myself up another double heat sink kit. Alright. Oh, wait. Let's see if there's anyone in the hiring hall. No. Well. Stalker's gonna take 12 days. Sunder's gonna take me a day. Got a lot of people still injured. Yeah, so I got at least 2 missions here. Alright. I think this is a good place to call it a night, so I thank you all for coming. I hope you had a good time, and if you did, I will be live again on Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing some Fallout New Vegas with the Tale of Two Wastelands mod. Otherwise, you can check the links below. You'll find a YouTube link, which will take you to my YouTube, which is an archive of some of my old stuff. Otherwise, you can check the Twitter, which will take you to my Twitter, where I occasionally shitpost. And let's see here. Alright, well, no one's live, so I think I'll say goodnight here. You all have a good night. See you next time.